Hi everyone, I'm Tam, and we're back with another episode of Spurious Dishes. Today I have some pig heart. See, it's very ominous looking. It's a legit pig heart right there. Just kind of get all the different angles. I found it at the supermarket. So we're going to do something with this. I'm going to try to make some I guess a pork heart bamboo soup. So the pork heart is right there. The bamboo is right here. I'm not exactly sure which, I guess, species it is. But it looks like this kind of on the inside. Like that. For those who are curious. I have some ginger to further flavor the broth, so it draws out a bit more like tanginess. As well as some leeks here to use as a garnish and also to further flavor the broth. And mostly just for garnish, so it looks kind of nice. And if I need to use spices, I'll use some pepper to add a bit of hotness to it. So when you sip the broth, it's kind of like nice and like hot, you know. Has some kind of like I guess ambient heat to it, and also some Morton salt if I need to use them. I don't think I need to. I think the bamboo should have plenty of like sort of flavor profile to it. This is about half a pound of bamboo shoots. This is about 1 pound of pork heart. See, like I'm just like moving this. So that's what it is. So yeah, so that's the plan. I'm not going to cut this pork heart into small bits. I'm going to try to leave it as is, so it looks kind of like so that it looks like one big heart in a soup. So it looks kind of nicer, I guess more appealing to the eye. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is actually boil this pig heart because I want the broth. So this pig heart is just washed, nothing else other than that. And then let me actually get the pan right here. You can get the power here because it's still kind of leaking like blood out there. Yeah. So we're gonna take this, put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and boom. So we're gonna let this like simmer for about 40 I guess 40 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes. You want this cooked. Basically, when it's done, it should be cooked. All the I guess the broth juice should be kind of there already. So I'll fill this up to the top with water, just fresh plain water. I think it'll probably take about like maybe like 2 cups of water, something like that. So just pig heart itself. We'll let that simmer, and as I do that, so while that's simmering and cooking, I'm going to simultaneously clean this board first because the meat juice can contaminate the veggies. Clean this board and then wash it clean, and then I'll slice these. I'll slice these shoots kind of like alongside. So just keeping the circular shape. So you make it kind of a bit thick. So like maybe like half an inch thick or something like that, like a fourth of an inch thick. So it's nice and kind of chunky. So when you bite into it, it tastes a bit like a udon noodle, you know, kind of like the dimension. These will be sliced. I'll cut the green part off. This is not edible. I don't think so. I'll cut the kind of like a bitter root off. So we have this part. And I'll slice it alongside very thinly because I want it to garnish, so it looks kind of like pretty. And then this, I'll peel these off. You know, I'll use a peeler to peel these off, and then I'll slice these also very thin, like thin little circles, similar to the leek, so that it's able to like pull out more flavor from the ginger. The ginger is pretty strong, but we definitely want like a very nice like flavorful broth. So I'll come back when I have all of that ready for you. All right, and now we're back. The pork heart is now pretty tough, you know, sinuously tough. When you try to like see how like stiff it is. It might be overcooked. Sorry. So it made it kind of hard to chew, but it was fine. The main thing is that we have the broth here. As you can see in the background. I'm trying to like move around here. You can see what our side looks like. So see that? Nice and cooked. Pig heart. The main thing, this is the fatty part. This is the fatty part of it. And the main thing is that we have the broth here. You see, the broth is kind of glistening. So it's a very rich broth. I'm just try to do this. I'm not a left-handed person, so I'm gonna try to do this as best I can. Try to smell it first. It has a very gentle, like beef, very gentle pork smell. And the broth has a very mild, like pork flavor, like very mild. It's not intense. It's just kind of mild, like in the background. Try another one. Yeah, very mild flavor, like very nice. So I'm going to remove the pork heart into the bowl. Leave that aside because I don't want this to cook any further. And I'm also going to remove these impurities. So you see, like there's like show you guys something. It's like these things here. See, this is like the I think this is the blood clots, the blood drainage from the heart. These are edible. However, the problems with these is that one, it kind of makes the soup looks kind of like cluttered, so not very clean and clear. And number two is that so presentation wise, it kind of sucks. And number two, these have a lot of like junk in it usually. Usually these are kind of bland anyway, so it doesn't really add any value to the actual cuisine that you're trying to make. So I'm going to remove all these impurities, like on the edges there. See it? Just a bunch of those. Those don't really add any value, and they look kind of like not as clean and nice. And then I'll remove the pig heart. Remove the pig heart from there into the bowl. Leave it aside so it doesn't overcook. And then I'll throw in the bamboo shoots and the ginger that I sliced. So you can see the bamboo shoots I sliced pretty kind of thick, like probably half an inch, nice and thick. So when you kind of bite into it, when it's like a udon noodle kind of like feel. The ginger slice is very thin. It's like probably like a fourth of an inch. So that way it can seep out more flavor. The leeks likewise the same as ginger, you know, kind of same. This is mainly the part you can actually eat. Just a very few compared to like the entire leek, kind of the mid section there. So yep, this is what the veggies look like. So that's the plan. I'll take the heart out, clear out the broth, make it nice and clean. Add in the shoots and ginger. Let those kind of like simmer for like probably 20 to 40 minutes until all the flavor is kind of inside. Then I'll throw in the leeks for like another like 10 to 15 minutes. So it kind of like also adds a bit of aroma to it. And then I'll put the heart back in and let the whole thing kind of like simmer for like maybe 5 more minutes. So I'll come back to you guys when the bamboo shoots and ginger are good to go. Okay, so it's been about I guess 20 minutes or so. The bamboos are pretty very sorry about that, very kind of gentle, a bit tender, yeah, more tender, yeah. Yep, okay, so just see what the broth kind of tastes like right now. Smells like first. Definitely the bamboo now takes the front stage. Bamboo definitely has the strongest flavor. You can still kind of smell like a little bit of the pork keenness behind the bamboo. Yeah, the bamboo and the pork flavor aroma, rather, combine really well. It's like into one profile instead of like two different profiles. It's very smooth, kind of like smell. Yeah, very smooth. You can't really distinguish the two unless you see like unless you see the actual like ingredients. And it has a very it has a yeah, the flavor. Let's just say the flavor. The flavor. Let me see it one more time. The main flavor is still the pork. However, you do have a bit of a bamboo, watery, kind of like a secondary taste to it. So it kind of like it makes the original pork flavor much smoother when you actually drink it. It goes down a bit smoother. It's not like too harsh. For those who don't like pork, this is a pretty nice pork broth. It's very smooth. You can't really taste a lot of pork. The bamboo kind of like mask, kind of like softens it out, smooths it out. I'm not really tasting. I'm not really tasting the ginger. Anyway, so that's it for now. So I'm going to put in our remaining ingredients, which is the leek slices, which I'll cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm also going to put the pork heart back in and kind of like let them all simmer. The pork heart has been sitting outside. See. So I'll wash this in the sink to kind of get rid of all the impurities and so forth, and also to kind of clean it from the first broth. So when it comes in, it's basically fresh and it doesn't carry anything from the previous bath that I took. So let's put it that way. So and then we'll put it into one bowl, let it simmer for 10-15 minutes, and then I'll come back to you guys and gals with the final I guess product. Alright, and now we're back with everything there. I turned it down to a very low, so it's not doing anything right now, for the most part. There is the beautiful pork heart, and also the leeks. The leeks are now very tender, like see how soft they are. I mean, it's very soft. I chew on it. It's got nice. It has a nice soft crunch to it. Just pretty much disintegrated. So now the broth. Let me just take the broth right down. See what it smells like. See that the main smell is still bamboo. Second is the pork, and then the leek, and then a bit of the ginger near the end. And that doesn't taste as watered down, so it's definitely improving the broth. However, the broth is still kind of like bland, not very, doesn't have a very nice kick to it. I mean, that doesn't have a full flavor profile. It's very bland. It's like 25% of the broth is like the stuff I want. The pork broth, the bamboo flavor, everything else. 75% is like just mostly just water, so it tastes kind of like diluted or bland. Actually, it's like 50-50. Yeah, put it that way. So it's kind of boring, not very interesting to sip. You have to get like a couple like couple of spoonful to actually like get the flavor of it down. So what I'm gonna do instead is add a bit of salt. Not a lot, like maybe like 2 to 3 like pinches of salt. So kind of like add a bit more aroma to it. the salt should the salt should soak up a lot of the just water, so that way it should have a more flavorful profile. So let me just put the phone to the side right now while I do that. Careful here. Oops, sorry about that. And that's okay. Yeah, not too much. We're not going for anything too crazy. So come on, come on. See, like barely anything. Like I don't know if you can see that, but it's like not a lot. See that? Not a lot. Just like enough to kind of like enough so that you know it's there. Let's put it that way. How they got lingering present. Alright, that's probably right there. And then I'll just rotate the pork and kind of move it around so that way it kind of has time to make its way into the broth here, the salt. And then let me see what it tastes like right now once I've done that. Alright, so the smell, one more time. Actually go over here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Has a stronger smell. I think the water is kind of like neutralized. So you smell the bamboo much stronger. Yeah, and also the taste is a bit more strong as well with less water. Definitely tastes a lot better. So compared to before this, I had to use like four different like spoonful to get the full profile. This one takes about like 2. So you know what? I'm actually going to add a bit more salt. The salt is definitely doing a lot of the flavor boosting work right here. Just trying to pull those flavors out. So it's just another like I guess pinch or so. So roughly like I guess 4 or 5 pinches or so. 4 or 5 pinches. That's about 4 to 5 pinches. So one more time, just rotate the heart. Rotate the heart. We'll move some of the veggies around, kind of like give it time to enter the broth, and then let's see what it kind of looks like here. Just do another one. All right. Yeah, it smells a bit more stronger, like 10% stronger. The first time I did this, it boosted it by like 50%, and now it's like about a bit more. It's like 10%. So there's definitely a diminishing return here. And that only takes like one spoonful for you to get the flavor of the pork heart broth, a bit of the bamboo and everything else. Yeah, but yeah. So now it only takes like 1 spoonful for you to get in order for you to get everything in one broth tasting. So all right, so now I'm actually going to put everything into the bowl and present everything really nice, and then I'll come back to you guys and we'll see the final product. And that is the final product right there. Let me just kind of like get a high level view. Sorry about the shadows. Move to the side as you can see. Done. A giant pig heart bamboo soup. Move around like this. You can see how crazy it looks, and also how probably juicy the heart is. I'll just go here like this, so the shadow doesn't get in the way. So let me put the phone to the side, and we'll see what these things taste like. Phone on the side of that. Just position like this. Doesn't like fall on his face. stay, and thank you. Alright, so the bamboo. Alright, let's get a piece of bamboo here. Very soft. Then pretty much just like that breaks into your mouth with like very little effort. Very fibrous too. Probably great for your intestine, like eating beans. See what the broth tastes like here. That's definitely a lot. The salt definitely hides, not hide, definitely takes over the water profile. So you no longer taste a lot of water. It's mostly the pork broth, bamboo, plus a bit of the salt. That's very nice. Probably tastes a lot more interesting if you add like chili, a bit of chili or chili paste to it. Definitely is still pretty good. Like they're very hearty, no pun intended. All right, let's see what the heart tastes like. I'm just gonna stab right to it, like that. Alrighty. Let's see if I can get this on my phone. Yeah, see that? It's pretty hard. Alright. Here, let's see what it tastes like. Oh, you see right there. I thought that I overcooked it, but it seems to be exactly the way I want it to turn out. So, this is a fatty, like it's a tendon part of it. You know, There's still like blood from the pig heart. So when you chew it, it kind of like flavors the broth a little bit. Like that. Let me take my phone back. I'll show you what I was talking about. You see, like it's kind of like a little bit of like more red there. A little bit of the red color is from the actual like you see that it's still kind of like leaking a bit of like blood there. That kind of like flavors it. Makes it a bit more irony. No pun intended. It was much more metallic taste to the soup. It actually tastes a bit more healthy. So it's kind of a nice addition. I was hoping that the leeks I was hoping that these leeks would still be pretty green, so it looks more like beautiful. But you know, I overcooked it, so it's not as noticeable. See, it should be more green, so it looks more beautiful, like sprinklings of that green. You know, that's kind of what I was trying to go for. But no doubt, still does its job. Flavor the broth very well, and a nice addition to kind of munch on. This probably serves 2 people because I still have plenty of like bamboo soup left. I suggest you slice the heart into 2, one for yourself and one for someone else, and kind of like just like split the serving size. Anyway, so that is our over here, nice angle. Our pork heart bamboo soup.